Hey everyone, another day, another hour. That's going to be my goal. Just 1 hour every day, even if it's not necessarily at the pace I'd like, we're going to get an hour in. So, if you saw my last day or if you didn't, well, for those that are new, I'm dropping out of my PhD, 6 months. I'm taking an approach that's not necessarily like the other people that are doing building in public. My approach is let's take a little moment, see what we have at our disposal, build everything really from the ground up, and not necessarily building tools and whatever, but more so in the sense of we, for building projects and working on our computers, we need project and task management systems, and we also need to make our computer productive and efficient. And so the first step I did was note-taking app, Obsidian, made it my own project task management system. Second step I'm doing now is optimizing how I interact with my Mac to make it productive and really make it a third hand. So, or maybe not third hand, but like a connection of me. And so what that means for me is we're looking at system settings. First time I've ever dove into system settings on a Mac. So we're going to look into that. We're going to look into other built-in softwares and tools. I might not necessarily go into it in a very deep level, but I want to, at a base, at a minimum, understand what everything does in case I do need it in the future. And then after that, setting up hotkeys with these core apps that I found. So Alfred, this is for searching stuff on the computer. Trash Me, this is for making sure that when you're throwing away apps, all the extra junk they leave behind, we throw that away as well. Logi Options, this is for mouse and keyboard. They have hotkeys that come in and little things that I can experiment with that I want to try out. And then Magnet helps me move my windows quickly. So let's get into it. And part of it I might not be able to show, so I'll work off screen until I know that it's okay to show. For example, system information. There's gonna be lots of information that I just can't share. So I'll have that on my second screen. Let's get the music pumping. Cool. So let's see. Start off with the first one, system settings. Okay, actually to get that open, let me move this window. So before I start sharing that, I'm actually gonna go to system settings. Yes, I opened it in my second window. Now let's explore. So here's this note. If you're not familiar with this, so Obsidian's a note-taking app, which is what I'm using, and previously made a guide on how to use Obsidian, and then I made a guide in my command center about project management, getting things done. If you're not familiar with that sort of thing, this is a guide that I made. It's a YouTube video. Just check out Obsidian plus getting things done. I posted it like a week ago. Let's see. So yeah, and then to that I'm adding another folder, and this is gonna hold everything that I'm learning. And yes, I am using Mac. So if you're using Windows, you might have to explore that on your own, but it gives you an idea of like a blueprint almost. Not necessarily giving you all the answers, but it's a blueprint on how to optimize stuff for yourself, and then you can be aware of what's on Windows. So let's see, right now I was on Wi-Fi, nothing really there for me. In the advanced section, I guess some things that I'm curious about. How do I check this actually? Task. Wait, what's there? Intellectual. That Mexican kid steak over home. Huh. It might be from notes I've imported. Task. Here we're gonna have is Wi-Fi. So these are things that I'm interested in, but not at the moment. Wi-Fi MAC address, show legacy networks and options. Right now I'm not interested in going behind the first layer. Everything else that seems like it's a second layer or deeper, not interested in. WPA3 personal. Huh. I didn't know we were beyond that in Wi-Fi security. Okay, so network. Wait, why does my Mac is currently turned off? All incoming connections are allowed. Oh, should I turn that on? Let's see. I'm using, oh, I see. Okay, so I'm gonna close this one. Stop sharing. That's the difficult part about streaming. We're not even streaming, but just that's one of the reasons I actually don't stream. There's so many things that I'm working on my personal computer. Like what if something just shows up and yeah, that wouldn't be good. So should my Mac why is it turned off then? Yeah, why is it turned off? Why is Mac fire? Oh, so there's usually no point. Yeah, and you put it on a coffee shop. I'm not gonna say anything because this could be a box. This could be Pandora's box. So I'm just gonna look into this and leave it on for now. Should Mac what rules to add? Okay. And now for notifications. So Wi-Fi didn't have anything. Let's see. Actually, let's options Wi-Fi. anything, and then Bluetooth. And networks. Oh yeah. So it should, and then also, oh, there's a few other ones actually. So add, what is service? Add service. Oh, I'm still showing my face. What? Okay, so Wi-Fi didn't have anything, Bluetooth didn't have anything to personalize. Now on the network options, okay, so on the network, we need to, or let's say just come back to, should firewall be on? What rules to add? What is Thunderbolt bridge? What are virtual interfaces and okay. So now we have that, and for notifications, this is notification center. Here we're gonna have show previews. To always, but we're not gonna show previews. Let's see. Allow notifications when the display. Oh. Can I just copy it? I can't. So here, it's smart to turn them off. We don't want our business being shown when it's locked or when we're sharing the screen. But we do want to show previews when it's open and we're using it. And then the previews that we do want to show, that's up to you. Wait, what is Cerberus? It's a single sign-on for corporate computers. If this is, then you almost certainly do not need. That might be actually something we explore because I don't even know what that is. Why is Kerberos on Mac? That's not something I need to find out now. Let's see. Huh. Okay, I guess I can turn on Slack. I don't like to have I don't like to have notifications and things that take my attention, so I'll have it on, but when I'm studying, like right now, or when I'm working, I'll just put myself in Do Not Disturb. So show notifications on lock center. No, we don't want to show it when it's locked. We will allow notifications. Reminders, I don't use reminders, so turn that off. Tips, sure, we'll keep that on. Wallet, yeah, we'll keep that on. I don't use it, but if for some reason it is being used, then we know something is off. Messages, we have it on. Find Mine, we have it on, and then FaceTime we'll have on. Yeah, so that's good. Now looking at sound, the alert sound that it plays, just keep it regular. Alert volume. Oh. Ooh, perfect. So actually, now that we're on sound, alert sound default. If it's default, okay, let's say that. Is not included. So sound, selected sound outputs. Yeah, we'll just leave that as default, but what we do want to change is play sound on startup. So when I'm working like late, I don't want that sound to play. Play user interface sound effects. Sure, we'll keep that on. And then output is whatever's there. Input is whatever's there. Yeah, so just one thing. And then for focus, mindfulness, let's try one. Let's see what happens. Allowed people. So you can allow people, you can allow apps. You can set a schedule. No, I just like the general focus button. Turn it on when I'm using it. And then the other thing, share. Do we want to share focus across devices? No. Yeah, no. Wait, do we? I'll leave it on for now. It's just default. Yeah, so it's just default. Nothing, didn't have anything. Let's say, didn't make any changes. Now for screen time, let's see what's there. We're getting there. We're just barely through the first general list. Let's see. So app and website, that just shows us what apps updated today. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's just shows us what apps we've used and what websites we went on, which is cool. Notifications, how many notifications we get, and then pickups. Oh, for phone. Oh, that's nice. Downtime. Only during downtime, only apps you choose to allow and phone calls will be available. What's the difference between downtime and focus? It's funny because whenever I get to record these videos, it's always when I'm most tired. So really, the only impression that YouTube ever will have of me, well, of you people, not you people, the people watching, my viewers, the only impression you'll have of me is when I'm most tired, when my eyes are just completely baggy. The worst impression. But I mean, that means it can only get better, right? So, let's see, downtime. So it allows, we can allow certain apps, people. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just leave it off for now. I don't see a need if I have focus, downtime. Oh, great. Now there's a lot in general. Okay, so this is actually something that's interesting. So it's where should I go for this actually? I guess I can have it here. So then within general, let me go back. There are many options. First we have about, software update, storage, and then Apple, so then in about we have, let's see, here we have system information such as name, chip, memory, serial number, coverage, displays, and storage. So these are a little bit clear to everyone, I feel like. Let's see, actually. Network has Wi-Fi. Yeah, I hope that's clear. Bluetooth is clear. Network is a little bit clear. Notification center is clear. Sound, basically any sounds coming from computer. Focus, yeah, downtime. Yeah, now general is made up of that, so then each of those, we'll just say what it is. And then the only real place that we can go from about is also to storage. And in storage, we can see information on what's application, or on how much memory each area takes up. Yeah, so it's really just that. You can also information on how much memory each area takes up. Yeah, we'll just leave that as is. That's really what it's about. And then oh yeah. So then software updates. Yeah, so software updates is just default. Let's see. Didn't make any changes. Oh, and then it just takes us to storage. Huh. So actually I'll ignore this. Yeah, that's good. Now, airdrop and handoff. Airdrop with contacts only. That's good. So I'm gonna turn off AirPlay and handoff, or airdrop and no, AirPlay. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn off AirPlay and only allow it with myself. I'll just turn it off. I don't need that. Yeah, so just turning off AirPlay and handoff. Yeah, that's good. And then we also have login items. Oh, items that open at login. Or apps. Apps that open at login. So these, just check it regularly, but for me, I actually don't want Spotify to open. Or no, that's in the background. Okay. Apps that open at login, and apps that are allowed to in the background. yeah, so just check this regularly. Check. Log in. Something like that. And for language, select text and images. Yeah, that's fine. The only thing in language that I'm changing is my weeks start on Monday. That's how I want everything to show up. And measurement system. It's US, so Fahrenheit metric, or Fahrenheit in inches, I guess. I would eventually prefer to learn Celsius and metric. It just seems like it'd be so much better. But for now, sticking with what's most intuitive. Date and time, set date and time automatically. Yeah. Date and time, 24-hour time, no. Based on our current location. Yeah, that's fine. Didn't change anything. Now for sharing. File sharing, media sharing, screen sharing, content caching. Nope. But I am curious. What can be done sharing? And internet, yeah, what is... These seem something that'd be interesting or handy in the future, but not now. And then time machine. So this is actually... No, so this is actually something that I need to come back to. But I'm going to come back to when I look at the time machine app. Or I'll just write. Come back to. And let's see, transfer, reset, that's for migration, and erase all content. Okay. Yeah, for me that's a little bit intuitive. Yeah, so I don't need to make any changes there for either of these two. Okay, now going to appearance. Where were we? General. Accent colors default. Highlight colors default. Is sidebar icon is default. Show everything else is default. Yeah, that's the only change I made. In accessibility, no change to voiceover, zoom, no display, invert colors. Whoa. Dim flashing lights. Video content that depicts repeated flashing or strobing lights will be automatically dimmed. No. Increase contrast. Whoa, no. Differentiate without colors, autoplay animated images, yeah. Yeah, everything else is just the same. Cool. Oh, okay. So now the next one, control. Yeah, so control center is really just items to show in menu bar, which I mean makes a little bit of sense because in the menu bar you're controlling some of the things. What is this? Let's see. Okay, actually I won't turn that on now, but for stage manager. I want to see what that is. And Wi-Fi was default. Bluetooth is one I had to turn on. Everything else is default. Battery is being shown. Yeah. That helps.
Life happens wherever you are, whether you make it or not.
Hearing, we're not going to use. Fast user switching, no. Keyboard brightness.
You are unbalanced, and you can be easily
Yeah,
knocked
that is
over.
something we want.
True humility is the only antidote to shame.
Okay, so I said keyboard brightness. Bright. How do you spell bright? And actually, so spotlight, I don't want to show. Completely messing this up. Don't show in. Yeah, let's just be consistent. And Siri, we're not showing the other one. Automatically hide and show the menu bar in full screen only. Recent documents, no, we don't want that. Perfect. Siri and Spotlight. We're not gonna have Siri on. And for Spotlight, let's see. So no changes to Siri, and then for Spotlight, what can be searched? Applications. Yeah. Oops. Still getting used to my mic. So applications. Yeah, we're gonna show applications. We don't want to show contacts. Definition, yeah. Documents. I guess. We don't care about events and reminders. Don't care about fonts. Don't want to show images. We don't want to show mails or messages. We don't care about movies. We don't care about music. Don't want to show Siri suggestions. Yeah, so I think that's mine. But I might not end up using Spotlight after all because I've downloaded Alfred, which is like Spotlight, but slightly different, with more customizability. So for now, I've adjusted it to my preferences, but personally, might not, because I keep forgetting my camera is not my Mac's camera. I keep looking up at my Mac thinking my camera is still there. So let's see. Moving on to the next one, privacy and security. Location services is on for select. Let's see, details. Setting, find my Mac. I don't use HomeKit, so I'll turn it off for that. Alerts and shortcuts automation. I've left it on for only applications that need location, such as, maps and Safari. And then system services for, let's add it here, maps, Safari, and system services. Cool, almost halfway. Desktop and dock. So I probably won't finish them today. I'll probably call it right here. But tomorrow will be we'll have a lot more hours tomorrow. Today, had to go to work. Yeah, so we made good progress on it. We just need to finish systems and settings. After that, just briefly explore these, probably like maybe 20 minutes max. Some case, let's say we're very interested, 30 minutes. But the main point is, looking at the wrong place again. The main point is to just get a feel for what it does and determine if it's helpful. If it's not, write a come back to and then move on. Yeah. So that was today, at least for this. After this, I'm gonna have to record probably for the next 3 hours or so for my second YouTube channel, where I'm working on a AI project for my PhD research. I have other obligations besides this, and so if you actually want to see some building in public, check that out. I'm going through literature review papers, and right now I'm getting familiar with what is radiology report generation, so getting familiar with what's been done. I found a bunch of papers, and now I need to select the top 5, and then read papers about the data set, read those top 5 papers, understand the code in those top 5 papers. So that's a lot of Python, PyTorch, maybe TensorFlow, hopefully not, and then understand the metrics used in natural language processing, or neural language processing, I believe. Yeah. So that's in that channel I'm building, if you're interested. But otherwise, I wouldn't say this. For me, it's a productive day. But for people watching this channel who are just interested in building in public, we'll get there. It's gonna be 1 or 2 weeks. We'll get there. Maybe I should have like a forward warning. in every video just say, this is my pre-planning phase. So not quite there. Come back in another month. I'll be well under. Oops. Yeah, I can show that. That's fine. What else have I shown? I'll probably have to go back and check. But let's see. Yeah, so once I finish this, set up my hotkeys, organize my computer, that'll be a whole video unto itself, just like my Obsidian one. And once I get that, start going through all my resources, make a curated list of how I'm going to approach, of what resources I'm going to use in deciding how I'm going to approach my 5K, and then start my path. So I actually want to try to be quick in that. So let's try to finish this. Yeah, I think this week. Spend an hour every day. I can probably get this done this week. Yeah, so probably finish all of this week. Start making a plan next week. And so that'll be for people that are interested in making a plan for their own entrepreneurial ventures. I'm going to be going through resources that I've had, YouTube channel, podcasts, and sharing those. So that'll be interesting, I'm sure, for a lot of people. Yeah. All right. See y'all tomorrow.